Welcome back to this session. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the DevOps project, and this will basically do the Docker build, and we will going to build the Docker using the Packer, and we will use the GitHub action. And from the Packer Docker build image, we are going to push to the Amazon ECR. So let's see what steps we are going to discuss in this session. Okay, so steps are we are basically going to create a new ECR repository on the AWS side, and we'll create a user access key and secret key. So that same access key and secret key we're going to use to the login on the Docker repository and to push to the ECR repository. Second section, we will create a Packer configuration file which basically do the Docker build and take the Docker image, and it will use to build and make the tagging. Next part, we'll going to do the GitHub action where we'll create the flow, GitHub action flow, and that will basically run on the each commit, and that will go to do the build, and it will go to the push part. Okay, we'll check the how GitHub action workflow will trigger here, and at last we're going to do the validate the whether our image has been pushed onto the AWS ECR or not. So let's start. Let's not waste any further time. So let's move. I'm just moving to the AWS site. Okay, so right now I'm on the my IAM user section where we can create a, access key secret key here. I already created one access key here. So let me show you the access key here. You can create access key from here. Just you have to create access key. Okay, so let me show you how you can create access key. I'll create user here, new user, and just go to the. I'm just giving the demo name here. I just want to give this user. Okay, because we don't want to move there, we want to create a here only. I am user auto generated password, that's all. I'm just creating here new. You can give the policy from here, you can copy from the existing policy. I'm just skipping that part. I just want to explain you how we can create a access key. So this user has been created, the demo user. Let me go to the user list here. Okay, demo user, you can go here, and then security credential you can create a access key. So here you can create access key. Is basically we have the different use case. You can take the use case of the command line interface, CLI interface. Just give the confirmation here, and I'm just creating here, and let me give the name as a demo only. So this will create your access key, secret key. So this is your access key, this is your secret key. You can copy secret key also. You will not find again once you remove this section. So you have to create again. So make sure when you copy the access key, secret key, you keep somewhere to permanent use case. Okay, so right now I'm using my previous user access key. So let's move to the now ECR part. Okay, let me create the ECR here. Right now I'm on the AWS ECR registry section. I'm just creating the new ECR. There is no any repository, so it's showing the blank. I'm just creating the new ECR. I'm just giving the name. So I'm just giving my name, S3 Cloud Hub, and my Docker image, the first image. It's a mutable type. I'm just creating here the new. So you can see the new repository has been created here. There is no image right now available. So we are going to build and we're going to push here the image section. So let's move to the repository part here. I'm just going to the Docker Hub. I'm just creating a new repository. So Docker, okay, let me do the Packer and ECR. So we are basically doing the Packer ECR demo. I'm just adding the README here. Let me create repository. Okay, so repository has been created. We will create one Packer file here. I'm just creating the new file here. Create new file. This will create our Packer configuration. I'm just taking my configuration from the previous example. Then I'll explain every part here, small part. Okay, so these are the Packer's configuration here. Maybe I think miss the Packer. Okay, so you can see the Packer configuration. We'll use the Packer versioning here, and here the part is a Docker. So Docker, we are taking the Ubuntu 220 image, and inside we are doing the some operations. So basically we are taking the image Ubuntu 220 and we are installing the some packages on the Docker part. So these are the creating the new image on the top of the Ubuntu 20, and later you can see we are giving the tagging here. So what tag we are giving name? So latest and v100. So this basically given the tag on your Docker image. So let me commit this part here. Okay, now our configuration part is ready. Let's go on the action part. Just creating the one sample config file. Okay, let me give the build.yaml. Okay, so I'm just taking the my config file here. So I'm not writing every code, but you can understand from the code how what we are doing the actually step by step. Okay, I'm just removing this part. So let me explain you this my code. So basically this will trigger on each commit happen on the main branch. So that's a basic push event. Here we are taking the Ubuntu latest. Then we are doing the checkout part in the runner, the GitHub runner. What we are doing, we are just installing the packer and how we install the packer. This is the packer installation steps. Then we are also installing the AWS CLI to trigger the CLI commands. Okay. Then we are doing the initializing our init using the packer. Then we are validating the our packer file here, and packer configuration we are doing the Docker build, and then we are doing the login part of the AWS using the AWS region access key and secret key, and here we are doing the same ECR tagging, and then we are doing the push here. Okay, so these are here, but still we need to set up the configuration in the credential part here, the AWS region access key, secret key, and account ID. So let's go to the secret setting, how to do. So here you will find a secret in variable, go to action, and in the secret section you can create a variable. So what variable we require? So we require the account ID. So we will create account ID here. Okay, then we copy our account ID here. So this is my account ID. Then we'll use region part. So let's create the region here, and region variable having the value, we'll give the US East 1 as a region. So this is the region. Now let's move to the next variable, the access key. So this is the access key. So I'll copy my access key here. Then we'll copy the AWS secret access key here. Okay, so we have the AWS region done, AWS access key done, secret key done, and account ID also done. Okay, any else we are not taking. Okay, I think the secret part is ready. So what I use, I just created this credentials. Okay, so yeah, I'm just showing here, but yeah, definitely I will to delete this credential part post this video, so no one is further used for any misuse. Okay, so you can create this. Ideally should not expose. That's why we are taking the secrets variable. Okay, I'm just committing the my script here build.yaml. So just committing here. So workflow has been created here. Now it will time to the workflow trigger. So let's do one thing. Okay, it will trigger automatically. So here basically we given the push event here. So create build. What is the last commit it's taken? So build steps will do what we have already discussed in the workflow file. You can click here workflow file. You can see so what steps involved here. Okay, so these are steps it will do, and the same happening here. So you can see checkout, then packer install, AWS CLI install, the packer initializing, packer validate, Docker, uh, basic of Docker build. That is the basic. That's a packer. It will do build. So then it will do login ECR and tag and post part of the ECR. So last we'll see the image validation on the ECR part. So let's wait for a while. Meanwhile, this is going to done. So ECR login has been done, tagging part is also done. Now it's doing the pushing part. Okay, so push is running. Meanwhile, let's go to the our repository here. Okay, let me refresh here. Okay, so you can see the image has been pushed. Still, it's running here. Okay, so it's done actually. Okay, so now our image has been pushed here. You can see the tag name is V0100 latest, and this image has been pushed. So this is overall the process of the build part from the packer, configuration of the GitHub action, and image on ECR on the target ECR repository where we are pushing our Docker image. So we'll going to meet again, and feel free to ask any specific demand video if you need. Thank you.
If you have any question or any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I will answer you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye and have a nice day.